Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So made some massive mistakes yesterday on the Dow and the S&P, and hoping that I haven't made similar mistakes on the Forex markets at the moment. But if you want to know more about that, just check out those videos. But at the moment, the Euro USD is kind of looking for structure. And if you look to the left, you can see there's quite a bit of structure here, and we are flirting with that at the moment. So this does look like we've rejected 121.603. However, I am a bit wary. There is a gap here, so I think we need to put that in as well. There it is there. We haven't quite closed the gap, so I expect that we have another squirt down into the 121.123 or possibly 121.121 area. That'd probably be a good guess, and look for what's going to transpire at that level. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment. We have broken through the moving average, the downside. The question is it a pullback or is it a trend reversal? Now remember, only time I'm looking at a trend reversal is going to be when we have a pullback, a rejection of the moving average, and we start moving down. And you can see the same thing happened here. Broke through the moving average, came back, found support, found support, so third time lucky, and then we rallied. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment here. Now there's so much political noise and stimulus noise and vaccine noise and I think I will just stay away from the dollar pairs for now. I've been saying it all week, and the only one that does interest me is the Aussie dollar, US dollar, but we'll get to that shortly. So this is kind of the view that I have at the moment. So you can see, just fine tune that to this fractal here. So if we get a break above 121.629 and a retest, I'll be looking for longs. Okay, until that point, I'm not comfortable with shorting at the moment because I think we're fairly close to a level. So I'd want to, I'd be interested in shorting off sort of this gap close here. But now we've got a gap to the upside, we've got a gap to the downside. Oh, which one is going to be, which one are we going to target? And by the looks of things, this downside gap is going to be the one at the moment. So anyway, if you are looking to trade this, I would be trading, just do yourself a favor. Sorry, let's just put another level in here. Yeah, that is valid. Okay, so fractal's valid when I've got 3 candles to the right or to the left of it. Okay, so that is valid. It's just being validated now. So break below this area, sort of a close below this area, and this is where I would wait for European Open for that anyway. But a break below that on a lower time frame, you can have a stop up there. Well, not a break, a close below that on the lower time frame. You can have a stop up there, and then you can target this gap here as 121 area. Okay, that's kind of the downside move, and then to the upside, you're looking for a break of 121.629. Come back, retest that, and I think that would be a fairly longer term trade, at least for the gap here. Okay, so anyway, that's enough on Euro USD. I'm staying out of it. Dollar pairs, I'm staying well away from it. So we have a similar setup on the US dollar Japanese yen. My magic oscillators here are telling me to be very careful because we have a level coming up, and there is a level right here at 104.400. And you can see big down, big up, big down, and a range bar in there as well. I've got the 2 levels drawn in. This is the first one, which is 104.400, and then we've got this one at 104.098, or probably 104.100. So that's the one to watch. At the moment the trend is up, we can't deny that, but I am getting warning signals here that this may not get more than this. I don't think there's a gap, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's a gap to the upside here, not in the immediate future, no, or past. But there is a gap to the downside here. So there is a lot of merit for this just being a pullback, and we're looking for a continuation of the bigger trend. But until we get confirmation of that, I'm kind of staying out of this. And these are the 2 lines in the sand. I'd be looking for a break of 104.100. break and retest. So you probably find a break, come down, close the gap, come back, reject that level, and then start bouncing. And that would be my signal that it's continuing and we need to get in on it. I'm not interested in chasing longs at the moment. Euro Aussie dollar. So this is pretty much sideways at the moment. Nothing really transpiring. We've got this gap. I would like to see that gap close at 157,427. Everything is telling me that we do have a potential for a bottom brewing, but we don't want to be picking bottoms. So at the moment, you look at the hour, we are sideways right on the moving average. There is nothing on offer here. Okay, I'm going to do that and that. Those are the lines in the sands at the moment. You can see we are above and below the moving average. So I'd want to see a break and retest of 157,945, and that will give me an opportunity to get into this. Oscillators are telling me that there's nothing on offer here. I need to wait. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're going to do. It's ranging, wait for the break of the range, test, and move to the upside. Could be a double top here, or alternatively could be some structure, some bigger structure. Let me just do this. There's the structure there. So a break above that, retest, and then we've got a much bigger top to the upside. We do have gaps. We've got one there. I don't think we've got anything else now. So we do have that one gap there, which is still open. So that is also a possibility. But right now this is going sideways, but worth paying attention to. So if we do get a close above 157,945, it's probably worth a stab at it with a pretty tight stop at 157,672. British pound, Japanese yen. This is looking pretty interesting for a continuation to the upside. Looks like it's forming a triangle. There's my flat top triangle. So, you know, this is purely done on Brexit at the moment, so probably some stability coming back into the market. So I think we would be looking for opportunities for a move to the upside, but we are going above and below the moving average as well. Oscillator telling me to be careful at the moment. You should be expecting another move to the downside. I've got multiple levels drawn in here, and until we break through those levels, I'm not really interested in this. So 141,076 and 141,236. Those are the three areas that I'm looking to the upside to break. And to the downside, I'll be looking for 145.43 and 140.436. I would like to buy, I think, down in this area here. So let it come back and then buy off the bottom here rather than trying to buy a break right now. So that's just something worth watching. See what transpires. If it does break the upside, I want to wait for a pullback onto it, and then we'll be buying on that as well. Aussie dollar, US dollar. This is the one of the $3 pairs that I watch that probably offers the most opportunity right now. The only concern I've got is the first real level is right here. Okay, and that is 0.76412. Now, if I look at my oscillators telling me I should be looking out for a level, I don't see a decent level apart from that one. So it is possible that we can squirt down to here. The other thing to bear in mind at the moment is we've got a trend line forming, and we do have, or we had, a potential triangle which is now broken to the downside. Could be a break. I want to see what happens here at the apex. 0.77023. If we reject that area, then we're coming back down here to 0.76400 area. Okay. If we kind of get above this trend line, so in other words, it's a fake out, we come above this trend line and we find support here, then you're looking for this gap. Ask yourself, where is the bigger magnet? And in my view, the bigger magnet is up there. So just looking at that, I think that's kind of the structure that I'm looking at the moment. Now, if I come down to 15 minutes on this one, which we don't always do, just get the level drawn in here. So that is the level that we need to pay attention to, and you can see we're kind of below it. So that 0.76930. So if we get above that, I would expect us to bounce off this trend line, come back and find support here. If we find support here and start bouncing, that's a great area for a long with a stop just below these tails. Okay, and this is on the 15-minute chart. So that would be a really tight stop, well, risk to reward that we've got. And we're looking to target this gap at the moment. But bear in mind, we are driven by noise right now. So we need to be very cautious and pay attention to the noise, unfortunately. Okay, last pair is British pound, Aussie dollar. And this is another one which is starting to look pretty interesting. Trend is down, so we should be looking to go with the trend. But with Brexit concluded, I think you could sort of look at it for, well, let me rephrase that. So with Brexit concluded, what we could be doing now is start looking to see whether we have found a bottom or not. So that's kind of where my thought process is at the moment on the pound. And you can see we've had a break through here, we had a break retest and then continuation. So this level here of 175644 is not quite a line in the sand at the moment, but it's an important level to pay attention to. If we can get back to it during the European session and find some support there, that would be an opportunity to buy off that and look for some short-term moves the upside. It's going to be volatile, guys. So the trend has been down for an extended period of time. If you come to the 8 hour, you can see we've pretty much been moving down since October last year. So that's quite a long trend. So what we're looking for is structure to be found on the higher time frame. So as soon as we can get some structure, then we'll have a better indication of where the trend is, and we can start moving with the trend. Right now, this is something that you pay attention to on the watch list. You may get in nice and early on a retest of this area, but then again, it may just reject that and come all the way down. I think, is that gap still open? Okay, that gap could still be open. Well, it is open on the hour, maybe closed on the lower time frames, but it's definitely, no, I lie, sorry. It is definitely open. There's a close, not there. It's a red bar. Anyway, so there is a gap here. So that could also act as a magnet. So don't be too surprised to see it pull back all the way down here, find support and do that. That's typically what happens when you get a trend reversal. You have a lot of volatility until it establishes itself and starts moving. So that's what you need to be paying attention to. Okay, so in other words, I'm not looking for longs up here. Wait for the pullback. On this gap here, I would be very interested, 174715. Okay, the only other option is we're going to need breakouts and retests, and that would be this area here at 175644, but then we'll go down to lower time frame and keep a really tight stop just in case. Okay, anyway guys, if you're keen to hear more about my strategy video, just drop us a comment below, and we'll see how many comments and likes I get across the 4 videos, and we'll see if I can get at least a date for you, and then more comments, more likes, the quicker I'll get it out for you guys. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and keep those stops really tight.